Hi, I'm Liz Parker-Kuhn, and today on Confectionery Conversations, we are talking to Carly Schildhaus. She is the Sweets and Snacks spokesperson for NCA. Thanks for being here today with us.
Thanks so much for having me. So excited to chat with you about Sweets and Snacks 2025.
So, for my first question, for people who might be new to the show, can you please give us a general overview of the show?
Sweets and Snacks Expo is the ultimate destination for confectionery and snack. We have more than 1,000 exhibitors across more than 250,000 square feet of show floor, and we will have more than 14,000 attendees. Everyone is coming together to participate in education sessions, to network and connect with each other, build new relationships, and of course, to see what the newest and latest trends and products are in the confectionery and snack industries.
Sounds good. And last year was the first year that the show was in Indianapolis. It moved from Chicago. How did the show go in its new location last year, and what can attendees expect this year from the city?
I think attendees can expect that same classic Hoosier hospitality once again. We had such a wonderful experience in Indianapolis last year. We're so excited to return to the Indiana Convention Center this year. And it's a really wonderful opportunity for the community to come together in a place that is so well known for having these large scale events. It's such an amazing community. It's such an amazing city, and we're lucky to return.
Okay. And it's a little too early to talk about trends you might see this year, but what sort of confectionery trends did you see at last year's show?
I mean, I think what you can tell from walking the show floor and even honestly walking a candy aisle in a supermarket, convenience store, wherever you do your confectionery shopping, that innovation is really at the heart of both the confectionery and snack industries. So people last year were looking for products that would really pop on social media. They were seeing a lot of different, really bold and interesting flavors. And I think we can expect to see those really exciting, bold flavors again this year. What the exact trends are for this coming year, we're going to find out. But it's that innovation that you know that you will see anytime you are at the Sweets and Snacks Expo.
Sounds good. I'll definitely be keeping a lookout for that. And then can you talk about the Expo's Startup Street, like how small businesses can benefit from it, and also about the 5 by 5?
Startup Street is a really exciting part of the show floor where newer companies can come and share their products. And what's really special about Sweets and Snacks, aside from the connections, obviously, that people can make with networking, they're also connecting. And the primary goal really is to connect with the retailers and the buyers who are going to be putting those products on store shelves. And so being able to have all of that buying power in the same place and being able to share those products on this expansive show floor is super beneficial to small businesses and large businesses alike. And so being able to have a place where we can highlight those smaller companies, those newer companies, and their innovative products is super special for them. And the 5 by 5 is just one of the exciting features of Startup Street. That's where we have five companies in confectionery, five companies in snack who are featured on Startup Street. They will do what we like to call a Shark Tank style pitch to a panel of retailers. They'll share their product. They only have 5 minutes to do it, and then they'll get some real-time feedback from that panel of retailers, which is obviously super beneficial to the company, but also anybody who wants to join in the audience will also benefit from those insights as well.
It's always fun. I'm gonna go off script here for a minute. It's always fun seeing a 5 by 5 company out in the wild because I believe it was their last year, or the year before, there was Rival Snacks. They had almost like combo type combos. And then I saw them in the wild at the Detroit airport recently, and I was like, oh good, they're everywhere now.
It's super fun. I think that's what one of the features that's so cool about Sweets and Snacks as well is you see these products and these companies. You can go from a small product on Startup Street that's brand new, less than 3 years old, to seeing them in these big retailers on store shelves. And those connections and that business opportunity is what happens at the show. And that's really the part of the value of the show for these brands and companies in both confectionery and snack.
Yep, for sure. And then for this year's schedule, what are some education events that you find interesting?
I mean, number one, I feel like we always have to highlight is the 5x5. Don't miss it. It's so fun and so fast paced, but we have so many different insights, thought leaders sharing their insights from across the industry. So of course, we'll have state of treating and state of snacking, which are really vital for anybody in the industry trying to understand consumer behaviors and patterns in buying and what they'll enjoy. It can help them plan for the future. And then we have a lot of really relevant topics today, including things like Gen Z, how to appeal to Gen Z consumers, and different sessions on AI and the different ways that you can incorporate those, and obviously much, much more than that.
Sounds good. And then you kind of just talked about this, but what are some must-see sections of the show, both for show veterans and first-time attendees?
I mean, anyone who is coming to the show should be taking advantage of all of the different opportunities we have for education, for networking, and for seeing the innovation. So, when you're walking the show floor, I think checking out the different sections that we have, whether it's Startup Street or the specialty market, or just wandering through and seeing what's there. We also have the supplier showcase happening at the same time. It'll be on that Monday as well as on Tuesday. So being able to go and see the suppliers is really key. For education sessions, I've highlighted quite a few of them. Don't miss those. It's a really key piece. And then for networking opportunities, there are just so many that people can take part in. Everything from conversations on the show floor to some of the more formal events that we have planned, including a happy hour on Wednesday at Gamebridge Fieldhouse, which is the home of the Indiana Pacers and Indiana Fever. We are headed back there for a really exciting and dynamic happy hour. We did it last year. We're running it back again this year because it was super fun. And then it's after the show floor closes, but on Thursday afternoon, we'll head to the racetrack for an Indy 500 practice session, which is such an only an Indy experience that I think everybody should try to make it to.
And that goes neatly into my next question. Can you talk about some of the off expo floor aspects of the show, such as fast track?
I mean, Fast Track, as I just mentioned, is such a fast-paced and exciting opportunity. And again, really highlights some of what we were looking for in moving to Indianapolis and what the community wanted, which was, the ability to be in the city and to take advantage of some of the opportunities that we have there. Of course, as I mentioned, we'll be at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. And then the city of Indianapolis has plenty to offer, as you're planning dinners with clients, customers, whatever it is. There are so many different restaurants to take advantage of and different opportunities to engage with both the Indianapolis community as well as the larger confectionery and snack communities.
Sounds good. And then my last question, what is your personal favorite part of the show?
I love this question. I feel so lucky to get to represent such an important show and such a cool set of industries for the show. I think being able to see everybody take advantage of everything that we have to offer. Obviously, a lot of planning goes into this, and a lot of energy goes into it. So being able to see everybody doing business and being really successful, taking advantage of the education opportunities, getting to go out and experience Indianapolis. All of that is exciting. And then, I mean, I've got to mention, can't complain about the different samples that you can try and all the things that we get to see ahead of time at the show. I think one of the other key things that I want to mention here that feeds into that is the Most Innovative New Product Awards, which is on Monday night, where we have a panel of retailers who are a panel together who award Most Innovative New Product Awards in 13 different categories, including Small Business Innovator and Best in Show. And that really just speaks to that innovation and the excitement of getting to see these products, try these products, and hear the passion and excitement of the people who have worked so hard to get these products on the shelf.
Sounds good. Sounds like there's a lot of stuff to look out for, a lot of things to do and see. Well, that is all the time we have for today, but thanks again for being here with us.
Thanks so much for having me. See you in Indy.